Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington, Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news now, folks. If you've been paying close attention to the NFC East lately, you know that the landscape is shifting rapidly. The Washington Commanders, always a team with a rich history and passionate fan base, are making moves that could define their future for years to come. And no move has been more intriguing recently than the acquisition of Geno Stone from the Cincinnati Bengals. This isn't just any trade. It's a strategic, calculated move by the Commanders to bolster their secondary and address some of the issues that have haunted them in recent seasons. Let's back up a little and look at what this move really means. Geno Stone, the 26-year-old safety, comes into Washington with a lot of upside. His versatility, combined with his tackling ability and ball skills, makes him an instant upgrade for a defense that's been searching for consistency in the back end. The trade, which sent a fourth-round pick in 2026 along with Percy Butler to Cincinnati, is more than just a swap of players and draft capital. It's a statement. The Commanders are serious about improving their pass defense, especially after allowing an average of 232 passing yards per game last season, which was a clear weakness. And if you think about it, the Bengals, with a record of 2-5, have been struggling defensively overall, especially in their secondary. Their pass defense has been vulnerable, and it's no secret that their secondary has ceded more yards than they would like. The move to send Geno Stone away, along with Percy Butler, a young safety with potential, is partly about freeing up cap space, around $6.4 million. But it's also about making a statement that they are retooling their roster for the future, possibly focusing more on rookies and younger talents. For the Commanders, bringing in Geno Stone is a calculated risk that could pay huge dividends. At 26, he's entering what many consider his prime years, and his 2025 stats are quite impressive. Last season, he recorded 38 tackles, which shows he's active and willing to get involved, and he also snagged 2 interceptions and even contributed with a sack. His PFF coverage grade, sitting at 87. 9 ranks among some of the better safeties in the league, and his small but significant metrics, like a -0. 12 EPA per target allowed and a 15% forced incompletion rate point to a player who's not just reliable but also disruptive when it matters most. Plus, he's top in run stops with 14, which means he's not afraid to come up and make plays against the run, a crucial trait for any defense aiming to be more balanced and less vulnerable. Now, it's also interesting to look at Geno Stone's career trajectory. Over 212 tackles, 9 interceptions, and 4 forced fumbles, he's shown a knack for making game-changing plays, although he did face a suspension in Week 1 of the previous season for a violation. But that's in the past. The real story is how he's developed into a versatile, ball-hawking safety capable of playing multiple roles in the secondary. His arrival in Washington signals a shift towards a more aggressive, ball-focused defense, which is exactly what head coach Ron Rivera and defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio want to build. And speaking of defensive schemes, let's consider the broader picture. The Commanders have been steadily improving their defense, moving from a bottom-tier unit to a more respectable 22 ranking in points allowed, giving up about 24 points per game. But they're not satisfied with just that. The addition of Geno Stone, combined with key players like Darrick Forrest, who has been impressive with a PFF grade of 85-2, elevates their secondary to a new level. Forrest, a talented young safety, has already proven himself as a playmaker, and with Geno Stone alongside him, the unit could become one of the most formidable in the league. This defensive upgrade is more than just about individual stats. It's about creating a cohesive unit that can shut down opposing offenses, especially in the passing game. The NFC East is loaded with mobile quarterbacks and dynamic offenses, so having a secondary that can adapt and shut down passing lanes is critical. The Commanders are now projected to increase their interception total by about 6, and their passing yards allowed could drop from 218 to around 190 per game. These improvements might seem incremental, but in the NFL, especially in close division games, They can be the difference between a playoff appearance and an early offseason. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. The betting odds have shifted significantly for the Commanders in recent weeks. Their Super Bowl odds, which were around +2,500 at the start of the season, have moved to +1,400, reflecting a growing confidence in this team's potential. It's a clear sign that the front office and betting markets see the upgrades on defense, particularly on the back end, as key factors in their postseason aspirations. The improvement against mobile quarterbacks, a notorious challenge for the Commanders in the past, now looks more achievable with the addition of Geno Stone, who's known for his ability to read plays and make crucial tackles. Some analysts and fans might still be cautious, pointing out that losing a player like Percy Butler could impact the team's youth development and long-term depth. However, the reality is that Washington's front office is clearly focused on immediate improvements and building a more competitive squad that can contend in the playoffs. The idea is to create a muralha, a wall, in the secondary, reminiscent of legendary safeties like Ed Reed, who redefined the position and became a catalyst for championship teams. While it's early days, the vibe around DC is that Geno Stone could be the piece that finally helps the Commanders establish a dominant, intimidating defense that opponents fear. As we look at the upcoming games, the impact of this move will be tested right away. The Commanders will face some high-powered offenses in the NFC East and beyond, and having a reliable safety like Geno Stone could be the difference-maker in close games. His ability to read plays, combined with the defensive schemes designed by Rivera and Del Rio, might help the team contain quarterbacks who rely on their mobility and passing accuracy. As the season progresses, fans will be watching closely to see how this secondary evolves and if Geno Stone can live up to the expectations that come with such a strategic acquisition. In the bigger picture, this move signals a shift in how the Commanders are approaching their roster construction. It's not just about flashy signings or veteran leadership. It's about smart, targeted upgrades that address specific weaknesses. And in today's NFL, where every yard counts and turnovers can swing games, having a safety who can be a playmaker is invaluable. With Geno Stone now in the fold, the Commanders are not just trying to compete. They want to dominate, to impose their will in the NFC East and beyond. They're building a team that's not just about talent, but about smart, cohesive football, and that's a message the division has to take seriously. Looking ahead, the impact of this trade might extend beyond just this season. If Geno Stone can stay healthy and continue to perform at a high level, he could become a cornerstone of Washington's defense for years to come. His leadership qualities, versatility, and playmaking ability fit perfectly with the team's culture and ambitions. The front office has made a statement that they're serious about winning and that they understand where the team's weaknesses are. The secondary, which has been a point of vulnerability, is now a strength, and that could be the catalyst for a deep playoff run or even a Super Bowl push in the near future. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this move? Do you believe Geno Stone will be the difference maker in the secondary? How do you see this improving the team's chances in the NFC and in the hunt for the Super Bowl? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the team's future. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, more news, and insights into the Washington Commanders. Stay tuned because the best is yet to come. We're heading into an exciting chapter for this team, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Thanks for being part of this journey, and as always, stay loyal, stay passionate, and go Commanders.